Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are playing Boros Angels. So Links CovertGoBlues has previously played recently at least, and I like the list a ton and I wanted to give it a spin. It is a creature that's outside the meta. It's Boros, so it's kind of cool in the fact that we're not playing Convoke. We are just a different Boros deck. It's playing one of my favorite creature archetypes in general, being Angels. Angels in the lore are always seemed as super powerful, so getting to play that type of deck in arena and play in standard and actually see them be powerful was kind of cool if you like the lore of Magic, which I currently do. So other than that, we're going to be playing this list. I have one of the craziest variance games in terms of just getting railed by the system. So other than that, let's just go ahead and hop into the game, see how it goes, and I'll catch you all in the outro. One. Please show me. You're Boros. I'm Boros. You're not allowed to be Boros. This is the mirror. I'm freaking out. Okay, no it's not. I don't know how to answer this problem. We shoot that and we just don't let it stick around. No harm, no foul kind of situation, you know what I'm saying? Angelic. Play an angel. You say go. You have a 3/3. Looking kind of healthy. The only thing we really lose to is Gleeful Demolition plus land plus case. That's got to be 3 cards out of their 6. I can see him having it. That's a thing to do at sorcery speed for sure. Weird. Play this. Play here. I know I could hold back here, but I don't really think there's a point. Next turn, I'm going to make 2 4/4s as well. Sure. Or, yeah. The next turn, I'm going to... If I draw an untap source, I guess. Sorry. Next turn, I'm going to... If I draw untap, play this angel, attack with this, and then lightning helix. If not, I'm going to lightning helix something else. Maybe even this warden. Wow. So they've been missing land drops, and they looked at the top 5, and it must have just been lands plus 1. Get a scry there, pretty much tapped out. No untapped source here. But regardless, I could do it a little bit differently. Hold up my lightning helix, but I'd much rather just get this out of the way. Go up 1 life, attack, go up 1 more life. Really just close in on that lethal situation, because now I have lethal in the air if I don't have to block. And let's say they, well, now it doesn't matter because they didn't play land. But if they even played a Imadane's Recruiter, you could argue that was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and I'm at 26. So we'd just done the math and been fine. And just pretzel gaming against Boros. Now you have to have a white land plus a thing to get flying. All kind of irrelevant. I mean, they'll gain 1 life to go out of range, right? In theory. In theory, it's just not going to be good enough. Yeah. Shoot and shoot. You actually have to do that because they were close enough, and then we hit them down. As you see, they would have lived at 1 if we didn't well, we could have shot them once, they would have died at -1. But if we did not shoot them with the Archangel, we would not have killed them. Then we'd make another token, another 4/4. Another holdsy backsies, if you would. Go first, handful of lands. I'm not opposed to this being on the play, I guess, here. A maul from our opponent. Kind of scary. You see a maul in best of 1, it's generally because they're looking for something most times. I'd have to say no idea. I have no clue what's going on. was about to say it was going to be Simic artifacts, and they were playing this scout. They show a red land. Can I stop drawing lands? I only kept this because I was like, man, 5 lands in my opener. I could draw something else. Sure. No attack available, though. We're killing it. Another one of these. Kind of in the mood to attack. I have life gain. They really don't. They can attack me with this 3/4. I'm not that opposed. What do you have? Is that just an attack for some reason? Okay. I was like, what on earth? Why so mad with me? Can't take it. Arena's upset with me, I guess. Can't believe I kept a 5-lander and just like, what if you just draw a land every time? Now I'm gonna lose a creature, I think. Is it? Or creatures, planeswalker X creates power among creatures. Yeah. One of these dies. There's only one of them. That can happen. Shuffler's fine, team. Don't worry.
I'll never die.
I'm only 12 cards deep. I only have 9 lands out of 12. Check. Wow. Uh-huh. Sure. Uh-huh. You could have kept that on top. We were shuffling anyway. I guess, Arena, I'll concede. Like, what? And this is why I've been playing best of 3. What is that? Whatever. Oh my goodness. I've already seen more cards other than lands in this opener than I did all of last game. That's crazy. I'll keep. Oh no. Fading, so you're not an Angels player, right? Ah, blue white control. Bat. Sick. This one. I love her. You leave her alone. Just be Esper, I guess. That's also possible. The Rapine. Uh-huh. Yes, sir. You got it, Mr. Captain. Invasion. It's just that one. I don't know. For this one. What do you got for me, opponent? Play your land. You have memory to lose. You have 7 mana Sunfall. I really should have gone face because this is like what we talk about where this deck actually has sneakily a lot of burn. Dead. Here. Yep. They allow it. I would prefer to keep up my mana for lightning strikes or make disappears, even though most likely it's not kind of there. Oh boy. Memory deluge, okay. And now if they go for like a board wipe, they could find Sunfall here, which is kind of tragic. Does really suck, but it is what it is. What, on the backside, hexproof and indestructible? Yeah. So in theory, we can counter Void Rend, but looky there. Who's surprised? Not me. Smile. I would never be surprised. Not me, not now, not ever. Just flip this while I can. My turn. Ah, sick. I have to deal with this. Bonk. Turn. Now 5/5. They can try to Void Rend it. I'll sacrifice my array. If they hit 2 lands in a row, they can eventually Sunfall it. But then that lets us get into burn range, but also we have the land. What is up, opponent? I mean, can't play Void Rend again. Sure. Yep. There's a combat. This one. Dodges in Ganja right now. Can't be Wandering Emperor. We hit for a lot. We're having a good time. I'm not going to play a land because they're obviously probably going to Sunfall me. Or a creature. I'm not looking to do that. I can just double burn spell them here and then attack my land maybe. Untap source. Wow. What a crazy gamer. Huh? Huh? Next. This one. Down to 3. And now any burn spell off the top is good. Unless they find another Sunset Revelry, which is possible. Sick. Cash and memory deluge, sir. Turn. They might have the counter spell. I'm probably not even supposed to play the Resplendent Angel, honestly. I'm probably just supposed to hold up the mana for the counter spell in general. So that is a quite thing I would change about that turn, especially because we drew the Lightning Strike. I think we just hold up our mana and we go, okay, opponent, answer this, like on your turn or something, and then we're able to pay for a counter spell, whatever it's called. No more lies. We'd have 3 mana held up and they wouldn't be able to do anything about it. Opponent goes first. I have a tap land. I can technically Lightning Helix something, and then I can replay Resplendent Angel. A lot I can do here. They maul. I'll keep. I have an Ox. I play said Ox. Oh, it's Golgari. It might have got to be kind of weird for Golgari. So they have to just on site remove everything I play. I mean, that's kind of a way to do it. A little rude, but you know, it's fine. I also think it's crazy in this deck list that we only have just a creature type angel. There's not like an angel warden or like an angel. What? That's insane, right? I don't know. Maybe not. I have the Helix. On guard. Have at thee. So I'm gonna let this one hit. Life is not gonna matter here. I'd much rather answer a Glissa post combat here, if that's the case. All right, pretty sure I can't answer anyway, so I guess whatever, it's fine. But sure, I lose 1 life. I'm at 22 instead of ever so slightly higher. And now they'll make a 1/1. Uh-huh. Angel. This one, I guess. Probably have removal for it, but it's weird to see them take it with a deep cavern bat so early on. But again, this just makes a 1/1, so I'm not blocking here. I would only consider blocking if I still had my lightning helix up. Plus, like, they're gonna have a hard time answering a flyer. Just in general. Angel. I don't know. I feel like they have removal. I let them know I had to land drop to make this play happen. Sure, I guess. Do I not have a basic? I'm pretty sure I have plenty of basics. I did like pause for a second. I was like, do I not have a basic? I was like, I feel like I have to have a basic, no? But deck thinning there. Interesting, but sure. Uh-huh. They're off playing this, I think. Dodge ward 2, it's flying 4/2. Sure, they may draw a card here, but you have removal after a maul and everything. Archfiend, okay. Never mind. Crazy. They're crazy. I could trade this. Then I lose a lot more life, huh? It's actually kind of weird because with this in play and the cards I have in hand, I can actually probably make them lose to this Archfiend. As long as I keep pressure off. Okay, not if I just draw lands, though. Play this tap land. They don't know about Archangel, so I'm kind of just holding it to double shoot down the creatures or whatever. They know about Lightning Helix. They know about nothing other than Lightning Helix in our hand. Which is interesting. But I'm down to try to make them lose to this Archfiend, which would be very cool. Just go on Archfiend. Sure. Cut down. Not going to really get there. Kind of surprised to see him put it on the Archfiend, I guess. I don't have a red mana. That's why they targeted that earlier. That's absurd. I didn't know that. I just looked over. I was like, wait a minute. I have red mana for this, but not the other way around. Pop and pop. Back up to 18. Has 2 counters. We get through this turn to go to 1, and then it goes to the next turn, and they either have to remove it themselves or they lose to it. Right now, it's kind of my only chance. Weird question that I don't know the answer to, because it's never come up, at least in my games. If you put a creature face down, does it do anything? I mean, no blocks here. This. Can you flip it the same turn you play it down? You may cast card face down. Yeah, you can. Okay. Interesting. I didn't know that. Let's play the Forge here. Let's play Giada here. Let's move to combat, I guess. Might as well gain my life while I can. I have very weird plays that I can make here. Alright. Kill me this turn. Let me see it. Sure. Lock here. Uh-huh. Yes. You find the removal for your own creature. That's annoying. That's so annoying. They can sacrifice their own creature.
Suspicious is going on, and for once, it's not my fault.
Which is funny. But that's so annoying.
Off you go.
I was full sail on it. I was so ready. They can't cruise this up. They have a card in hand. It's clearly not the spell that they might want it to be. So here. Depending what my card is, like Liliana doesn't generally hurt me at all this turn. That's another land, because why wouldn't it be? Yep. They have something. I don't know what it is. I guess they can crew up their cottage. Might as well answer Lily, though. Make it seem like I have something in my hand. They have a go for the throat in hand. I'll be so confused why they Liliana Mice on themselves. It's like the ultimate trump card. I'll be so mad about it, though.
It's no fun when they hit back.
Angel. I guess. Go ahead. Here's the only other problem. If they draw another Liliana, my Archangel's gone. That seems pretty good. I'd be pretty happy about that myself. Uh-huh. Yep. Would you like to draw 2 more cards? Seems good. I'm not upset. You're upset. What you got? Is this a Gix command? You kidding me? My opponent's so nuts. Oh, you're the best. Ah, yes. Nice of you to show up. I'm so dead here. It like does not matter. There's nothing I can do in this game. Oh, we go first. Very, very cool. I mean, I can keep this. It's deceivingly low costing because of this, in a sense, where this can actually be played for 3 mana instead of 6. Always like weird, really weird to kind of look at that. Play this so we have lightning helix up in case we need to hit like what, a deep cavern bat. Yeah, I'm just not playing around with this card. Get it off my board. They'll take lightning helix. I'll play a creature. They'll play Gix command, and then it's all downhill and bad, and I'm sad. But I know against these decks most times, Angel, this is normally good. Go for the throat can't. Vigilance, sure. Go for the throat can't get this because it's an artifact. Cut down can't get it. Sure. What would you like to remove? My Aurelia or my Aurelia? I just realized that they were both called Aurelia first. But this is actually her. This is her follower. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure. Ooh, you're scary. Yeah. So I'm going to play this. Name Angel. Go to combat. Name Vigilance, because I would like blockers and attack. You can decide if you want to do something or not. And then I'll play this Resplendent Angel. And now you have to make the decision. Go for the throat it or go for the throat my Aurelia. Which Aurelia will probably get like lifelink or something when it attacks because it has Vigilance already. That makes sense. Except it kind of doesn't, I guess, because I already have so many flyers. It's not like your Deep Cavern Bat is ever going to be attacking through this. Land. I'm just not going to play into a cut down, I think. I think. That one. I'm playing around Gix command, not Gix command. I'm playing around a Gix, so I don't want creatures to be tapped at all, so they can't get through. Is basically my goal. That's how blue black always ends up kind of beating you. Is they will just constantly get it to where creatures can go through. 1/1s that gets larger, sure. Yeah, I don't care. This is a race about that. You can have it. This one. Now make a backup. Now make a 4/4. Which will also have to be the sacrificial pawn to a Gix command. See, against blue black, it is generally, in my opinion, a bad deck if you stop them from being able to hit you at all. Obviously, way easier said than done. But the amount of times that my opponent playing blue black or me playing blue black, where I've played a Deep Cavern Bat, taken the removal, followed it up with a Gix, hit my opponent, drew a card, and then that next following turn with a removal spell and then like 2 creatures that can attack to draw 2 cards after removing a threat and then holding up like a counterspell or a Fairy Mastermind to flash in on their end step. That is the tempo play that blue black is trying to do that you must prevent at all times. That's why I was constantly holding creatures back. I did not want to leave a gap in our armor whatsoever. Our life total didn't matter, and as long as the game goes on with what we kind of have in play with this Resplendent Angel going to constantly be able to make creature tokens over and over again and gain life and dodge things like Cut Down, where they're probably playing like 3 of them and only like 2 to... I mean, it can be 2 to 4 go for the throw, so like maybe a copy of Long Goodbye or Bitter Reunion. I much like our chances way more. I like our chances way more by just holding this back and then buffing it and then going to combat and forcing them to block on our terms and then eventually playing this on its kind of sneaky side and then take this bat out, getting another Vindicator back, and then going from there. But this constantly making 4/4s is just going to be great, because now I can give this lifelink, attack with it because it has vigilance, and then pump this, and now I'm going to make another 4/4 if this doesn't die or whatever. So that was kind of my strategy for this matchup. And on to the outro. All right, here with Angels, and this is the active ongoing list that CovertGoBlues 7-0'd a what do you call them on standard? Are they challenges on standard? I don't know, but CovertGoBlues played this, and I saw LVD Legends VD, I think, played an Angels list not so long ago, and Angels have been kind of floating around for a while. I've even tried it, but I tried blue-white with the Giada and Urtai one, where you kind of flash and play Angels off the top. I do think we're a little heavy on lands. I think 27 is a bit high. I understand that this can be played for 6 mana, but I feel like if we're playing this for 6 mana, there's probably just better spells we can put in the deck maybe. I'm not entirely sure, because it did go incredibly well, especially playing against Boros. But the amount of times that I kind of, like one game, I'm not even counting that game, because that was an absurd flood. But I felt like I had quite a lot of lands at all times, which is nice. It's not that I don't like them, because you do have payoffs like this, where the disguise cost is kind of really, really viable. And you do have this. Is it enough? Like, is 27 too much? I feel like it's a lot. But I also don't play decks that generally play 27 lands or require that. Even my Jeskai control list, I think I play 16. But this deck does not draw cards very well. And that's kind of the problem, right? Is like, when you are drawing the lands, it feels so much worse. And obviously, I'm playing a very small, finite amount of games in comparison to how many you would truly play and test out. And maybe 27 is the perfect number. But we all have been on Arena Best of 1. And when Arena Best of 1 wants to make you lose, it'll do it. I'm just kidding. It's variance. It happens. It happens to everybody, no matter how good you are. Variance will get you eventually. So other than that, the list is super sick. I love this card overall. This is probably one of my favorite cards that I don't really get to play. I love the fact that it can attack. It's an aggressive creature, and then it can be used as a mana rock into other things. I normally play ramp decks when I play in paper, so this tickles my fancy all the way. I play Lightning Helix and Jeskai Control, and it's kind of the main reason I play Jeskai Control over blue-white, because I love Lightning Helix. So this kind of combo here sells me already. Resplendent Angel is an absolutely dope card. I love this card so much. It can be a little frustrating whenever you're playing against it, but it's really cool in my opinion. And the rest, this deck's just cool. In terms of like a creature archetype deck, I love the Angels archetype in general. I think it is a fun one to have around. Angels are always kind of described in the lore wise to be the biggest baddies, you know, like not villain wise, but just like the one they hit the battlefield, they're messing stuff up. So it's always cool to actually have that happen in the paper game, where the lore doesn't really match paper is when it kind of sucks, right? Like, it just is what it is. Whenever a card in the lore is like the villain and then it comes out and it's really bad, you're just like, well, I get to kind of get both sides, you know. But here, Angel steps up to the plate, and it is very, very fun. So I recommend it, but I also recommend holding off, like I've said in the last video. New sets coming right around the corner. Don't waste your rare wild cards if you don't want to. As you can see, this is also an uncommon. I just have these from when it first got spoiled into the format. But so these are technically uncommon viable here, but we have a lot of rares and mythics. It's literally all rares and mythics outside of 8 cards other than your basic lands here. So, or I guess that's not one either, but so be careful if you want to play this deck. Be sure that that's what you want to do. I think it is not rotation safe. So that is something to worry about, even though rotation is like 2 sets away. 2 sets after Thunder. I'm not entirely sure when rotation is. It's in like November, I think. So I think it's 2 sets. But just be careful of that stuff. But outside of that, I hope you all enjoyed regardless, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.